Okay, today we're going to talk about ABS on a Class 8 truck. So this is the 2000 Freightliner that's here in the shop. This center light right here is the tractor ABS light. So one of your task sheets says observe dash lights to ensure that the ABS is operating properly. Now remember, when we talked about ABS before, we said that when you turn the key on, it runs a self-test. This truck has air brakes, so it's going to run what's called a chuff test. So you'll hear the modulator valves toggling. The ABS light should come on the dash when you turn the key on. Run its chuff test. You should hear a lot of clicks and chatters around the vehicle. It's doing a system test, and then if everything is good, the ABS light should go out and not come back on after a few seconds. We want the ABS light to come on so we know if the bulb is working properly, so that one task sheet is talking about checking that. So on this 2000 Freight, the red truck, we turn the key on. We can hear the chuff test, all this clicking around it, that's the modulator valves being clicked, but the ABS light here in the middle did not come on at all. It's remained out with the key on, so that tells us that we don't know if the system is working or not, because remember, ABS runs a self-test when you turn a key on. The light bulb should illuminate and tell you that the ABS light bulb is working. The light should go out and remain out. If it remains on, then that's telling you that during the self-test, it determined that there's a problem. We obviously have a problem because the ABS light never came on. So now we need to check and see what that problem may be. So to do that, we either have to have a code reader, a scan tool, or blink codes. So we're going to hook up a code reader that we have here at the shop. It's an OTC version, and read the ABS codes on it. So we have two data links that we use. One is a 6-pin 1587 data link connector, and then we have a J1939. So the way to remember that is 1939 has 9 in it twice, so it's a 9-pin connector. So it will look like this with 9 pins. We can look at our data link connector on this truck. It obviously has 6 pins. That tells us it's the older system, so we need to use the cable that also has 6 pins for our code reader. So a little bit tricky to get this plugged up one-handed, but it'll only go one way. Our key is still on because any diagnostic tool requires the key to be on to work properly. We're going to power up our code reader here. Okay. Right now you see it set on the 9-pin. We need to hit our arrow up to get to our 6-pin because that's what we used. We're going to hit enter. It tells us we have 2 possibly defective components and 2 fault codes. So if we go to menu, okay, we have summary screen, change connection between the two if we figured out we had the wrong one, update or recall scans, adjust contrast, system info. What we're interested in doing is checking for fault codes, so we're going to hit view faults. It tells us 1360235 SID, brake power unit, tractor ABS, warning light bulb, current below normal or open. So that's telling us that the bulb or the circuit to the bulb on the dash is open. That's why the light's not working. So that's our first code. Okay, up here it says 1 of 2. If we arrow over, there's our second code. Brakes, power unit, wheel sensor ABS, axle 1, right, current below, normal or open. So that's telling us that our right front wheel speed sensor either has low current or has an open circuit. So Right front means steer axle on the right side, and remember that always it is as if you're in the driver's seat when you're determining right and left. So that would be our passenger side front wheel sensor is either below current or open, so it has excessive resistance or is an open circuit. In the next video we will diagnose that. That's our two codes. Once again, 136025 136023 5.